Good morning, guys. How's it going? It is Monday, January 27th. Now, I did the new moon tarot scope for over the weekend. Now, the new moon lasts approximately a week before and a week after. Okay, so the new moon and Aquarius energies are still coming in for some people. For a lot of you guys, there's something that you had to leave behind. Uh, a person, a place, a thing, an idea, or I want to say situation, because Aquarius is society and groups, right? Social circles. So you may have had to leave something of that kind behind you. Um, I did. I was talking to my friends about I was getting helichopper, and in the last week I was getting to the mountaintops. Okay, so a friend of mine actually pointed it out to me. Props to Kobe. We're gonna miss him. I feel like it's a national tragedy, but also at the same time, it's like everybody bowed their heads in a moment of silence in reverence to this person, but it wasn't treated as um, what do you call it? Everybody reacted positively for the most part. We were like, oh my God, that's horrible, much love. Instead of, rest in peace, it's rest in love. So there's a lot of sending out thoughts and prayers and love. People doing things differently, kind of like it is definitely a tragedy. Him and his daughter, poor thing. Um, but yeah, we did lose one of our brightest stars, which would have been new moon in Aquarius. Weird. My voice feels kind of shaky. I'm not really upset. I've been trying to stay evenly keeled, and actually I have been. I had a great weekend. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So going back over Newman in Aquarius. I did that on Friday. That, like I said, that energy still exists. And as we went into Saturday, we had numbers of 25 and 12, in which we were being asked to surrender to big changes. And we had 15, 15, and 15. Thanks to the moon and Mercury in Aquarius and Mars in Sagittarius. So there was a lot of energy that day. Quick thinking, quick acting. You should have felt pretty good. 15 is about alchemy. It's literally magic. It's where something actually happens. And I want to say in the physical, but it's not necessarily physical. It's just, ta-da, here it is. Poof, literally. Okay, moon conjuncting Mercury in Aquarius. That could be, that's high intelligence, sensitivity, and imagination. It could be like somebody feels like talking about boundaries, or they need to prove some kind of point, or to let you know where they stand. It could be like you felt like taking a drive, you felt like talking, all stars. So you could have felt like looking up at the sky, going to, I want to say, sightseeing. You could have felt like talking. Okay, I'm hearing hobnobbing with the stars. So you could have felt like watching the movies or watching some kind of game. Uh, and some of you guys could have been like, hey, I'm an all-star. Okay? I'm a star. You could have that sparkling star glittery quality. I was getting to, oh, that's what I was getting. I did not write it down. Important to write down my channelings. Iridescent, and it kind of was breaking it down to me. Eerie, it's IRRI. Yeah, I want to say era. Era, like irritation. Era, IRA. So there could be something having to do with the IRS. Ear, eerie descent. So that could be like a bad smell, It could be a scary fall. It could be an eerie launch into the depths. Okay, so that could be spiritually, mentally, and physically. I mean, you could with Aquarius, it's space, the stars, eerie, iridescent. Iridescent. Yeah, there's a stanky smell and you're getting rid of it. Could be a person, place, or thing that's making the stink. Okay, still picking this apart, guys. Hold on. Iridescent. Okay, I'm hearing touchdown too. I will put my channeled words in the description box below. I think there was something else. Here. Desk. Desk. And it was also, I was getting that iridescence. You know what iridescence is? Remember the girls back in high school that used to wear the blue eyeshadow? Not the pale blue eyeshadow, the one that looks like they smeared straight glitter on their eyes. That's iridescent, where you can see the blue, greens, the purples. It's metallic and glittery, but a very smooth color, like you couldn't tell it was glitter. Iridescent. Okay, and that could equally apply to, you know, that airplane crash. I have been channeling that for a little bit here also. And then we had Mercury in Aquarius, sextiling Mars in Sagittarius, going beyond, driving beyond, exploring. Mars in Sagittarius already is wanderlust and fire. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Mercury in Aquarius, talking, let's take a drive. So it's drive. It could be talking about drive or physically doing drive, or, you know, driving in, you could be in outer space. So a lot of you guys could be having issues with your memory, like you can't remember shit. CRS. Chris. Crash. Crush. Crest, also meaning on top, like the bird's nest. Yeah. Okay, so flight. So some of you guys could have did something completely new over the weekend. Most likely on Saturday you changed it up a little bit because things might have been a little bit boring, so you might have been like, I don't know, let's, you know, do whatever. I know personally I did a couple things that I hadn't done before, so that was nice to change it up and go for a rather unusual drive, not the usual. Okay, Mars in Sagittarius, that's very fiery, so it was crashes. And then going beyond, writing, just a second. I have to look at that again. For me, it helps when I stare at the words. That's kind of how I intuit things. Mercury and Mars, car accidents with fire, talking about I need to take a trip, or some of you guys could have been jumped into doing something and then forgetting what you're doing. And the thing is, while you're adventuring and exploring, you could have been a little bit irritated, and once you got out and drove and had a good time and did something different, it kind of quelled that fire. It was a way to express some energy, that more Sagittarius fire energy that can make you impulsive and frustrated. And you could have been like fucking around until you got to it. You may have been running errands or talking or whatever, and you may have been afraid that you were going to forget to go, or you may have been a little late. Or somebody could have been like, or they could have been feeling like, come on, are we going to go already? Or let's go already. Okay, and then we started the week on Sunday, January 26th. Okay, with that, we have numbers of 26 and 13 as of yesterday. So it's kind of like you guys traveled a good road. There was, I want to say, there was magic in the air. Sorry, I heard Lion King. Magic in the air, alchemy, transformation, understanding that this is what you should be doing from now on. Being open to doing something different. Go where you're being guided. Do what you feel. Okay, and you might attract some luck through change. We have a 0 point energy and 15 and 15, which is about expressing a particular boundary. '13 reminds me of the death card, which is Scorpio. So some of you guys may recognize that you need to expand your horizons. Okay, that's what the numbers say. Okay, so now to the transits. That day, Sunday, you should have a strong intuition, be open to change in the future, and benefit from that change. What the general definition says, it says attracts luck through change. Okay, luck could be blessings. Okay, you go in a different direction and you run into something new, something different. Okay, in addition to that, on Sunday we had Venus in Pisces squaring Mars in Sagittarius. So for some of you guys, Venus squaring Mars, that is the battle of the sexes. Okay, so if you could have been fighting with yourself, no, I don't want to go there, I can't do drugs anymore, I can't drink, or somebody could be, you know, nagging you a little bit like, hey, you're going a little too far. Venus in Pisces, meaning endless boundaries, squaring Mars in Sagittarius, going too far, taking it to the limit. So somebody could have said, hey, you need to stop or restrain yourself, and they could have been a little bitchy about it. Somebody could be having too much fun. They could have been drinking too much, drugging too much, or there's too much, they're in a little bit too much of an altered state. So they could have been told, hey, you need to stop, or they could be fighting with themselves to stop doing something. Pisces can be illusions and delusional. So it could be you're in denial. You need to stop fooling yourself. Stop trying to tell me this. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to me. And then, you know, if it's you, I'm going to stop doing this, or I'm going to stop lying to you. Basically, Venus squaring Mars is impulsive and quarrelsome. Okay, guys, that's a fight. That's a battle. Okay, it can be difficult. People are hypersensitive, and thanks to, you know, the Cancer Capricorn eclipse energy, that could be super over hypersensitive. Discontentment, I'm not happy. So somebody could let you know that they're not happy with something you're doing, that you may be going a little, I keep wanting to say a little too far, or your eyes are wandering too much, or you're giving too much to others, wasting energy loving up on others. There's so many things that can be read into this. Venus is love, pleasure, and values. In Pisces, it can be delusional, it can be spiritual, it can be endless, or without boundaries, or it can be freely shared. Squaring is friction. It's that's a no-no. Let's see. Mars, action, drive, ambition, energy in Sagittarius, adventuring, and understanding energy play. Okay, sorry about that. I had a client come in. I'm trying to get tarot cards in here. Honestly, I don't have money to purchase inventory to buy in here. So, you know, if you do have tarot cards to sell, bring them on down to my consignment shop. I just got this in this morning. It really caught my attention because it's the Day of the Dead deck. Okay, the Santa Muerte Tarot, Book of the Dead. My birthday is the Day of the Dead. Okay, so these are literally like my cards. If I had $30, this would go right in my pocket. Okay, $37.50. I'm gonna put it out there. Hopefully, it appeals to somebody. It's meant for somebody, because when things make their way to me, so do people. Okay, so back to Venus in Pisces squaring Mars in Sagittarius, battling. Somebody might be grumbling that you're going beyond what you usually go through, or they might be, nitpicking a little bit at you, like, hey, they might be checking you. You might be checking yourself. You might be checking someone else, but there's a lot of checking going on. For some of you guys, like, you checked your balance over the weekend and went, oh shit, I spent too much. And then, oh yeah, big transit. Now, I started talking about it last week, the Black Moon Lilith conjuncting with Chiron and Aries. Now, as of today, Black Moon enters Aries. Now, the Black Moon Lilith is the apogee. It's the shadow side. It is your shadow, your dark. Okay, it is what you need to integrate. Now, we deal with the Black Moon once every month, when the moon goes around and goes through Aries. Now, last time it went through, the Black Moon was in Pisces, and you were wondering, every time the moon went around, you're like, oh my gosh, can I trust this person to be there? Can I count on this person, literally? Okay, with all the other energy. Now, as it moves into Aries, it is the fear of unworthiness, okay? The greatest challenge of the shadow is deeply related to how we feel about ourselves. Okay, it's also about personal appearance, or the way that we appear to others. Your overall well-being. For some of you guys, it's aging, signs of aging. Thank you, Capricorn energy. For others, what was I going to say? Wondering if you can step up to the plate where you failed before. So there's, worried about failure, and also at the same time self-sabotaging yourself because you feel like, I can't handle this, or can I do this? Wondering if you can do this. So there's a lot of fear about what you're about to go through, and people are hesitant. People are not knowing what to do. Well, 2 steps forward. Okay, and don't worry about if you take 2 steps back, because there's still room to go back forward. Back forward. Okay, Uranus and Taurus. That's that opposite way here. Okay, so here comes the ability to step up to the plate. We have a lot of energy at our disposal. Okay, so watch how you use it. A lot of people can use it for healing. You can be really creative, because Aries is new and shining and aggressive and positive leadership. Okay, turning negatives into positive. And the thing is, like I said, it's conjuncting with Chiron. Okay, so a lot of you guys could have felt like in the past, some of you guys may be like, that was my old life, or that was then, this is now. It's that kind of an energy. And all last week I talked about it because I could feel it coming in. There's suicides, self-imposed sacrifices. What? Self-imposed sacrifices, cleaning your shit up, literally, because Aries is about the self, right? Selfies, me. It's also about the body. And I did say something about, when it conjuncts with Chiron, these bodies turning up, and all kinds of things related to blood and war and testing and getting checked, getting screened, sifting. Let's see. So there could be a lot of people who will not make it out. And there was, could be people where your mind was blown. It could be an actual illness where there's issues around the head, injuries around the head, eyes, brain, face, nose, all those things. Anything that hangs on the head is Aries. The heart or the breast, or cancer with the Cancer energy with Capricorn. I think that's bones, knees, spine. What else? The Taurus. Taurus could be like in the throat. It could also be like an aggressive virus that spreads. Contagion, I was getting last week, like contagious. Okay, so it can be positive or negative. You know, contagious virus is not a good thing, but a contagious smile, that sure in the hell is. Okay, and where are we? Oh, people who don't make it through the transit, they could literally off themselves. I mean, they could cut their own throat. Somebody could cut their throat. They could be cutting their wrists. They could be with Mars. It could be guns, right? Setting themselves on fire, setting the world on fire, blowing themselves away, blowing themselves up. But basically, it's you don't want to be here anymore. And this transit is designed to heal that, right? Because we're conjuncting with Chiron. It's in line with our healing. Okay, and the thing is, sometimes we can accidentally wound someone else. It may be through ending a relationship. And the thing is that person goes on for a lesson, or this is a lesson about dealing with each other. Or dealing with yourself. And a lot of you guys might find your calling, or you might find the way. You might be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel that is more in alignment with your life's purpose, your destiny, your mission. Okay, so there's a lot of judging of the self. Do I measure up? How am I performing? How do I look? Can I do this? Have I done this before? Or I look stupid, or I'm gonna look stupid, or I'm gonna look great. So there's this hesitation. Just do it. Okay. There are issues with success, your identity. Okay. Questions about your value, self-esteem, and your merit. Okay. And the thing is, if you go with victim mentality, you may be looking at others. How come they have, or how come they're better? You may be trying to tell others with that Capricorn energy, I'm better than you. Okay, so that kind of feels like a little bit of a bragging, a little bit of an ego. So you're not supposed to compare yourself or measure your personal success by anyone else's standards. Okay, so, two people, you and a coworker is up for a job. They get the job. You can't be like, how come they got the job? They never do this. They never do this. And they always do this. Or you could be spinning like, okay, you know what? I'm more qualified. Why are they getting it? But you get, and then the next day you get fired. Guess what? It's pushing you forward. It's not holding you back. So don't let your thoughts hold you back. You are being pushed forward. Aries is new. Aries is the leader. Okay, so Black Moon, the shadow side. Where is your anger and frustration coming from? Okay, it's not someone else. Nobody else is responsible for your emotions but you. So here comes the I. Aries, powerful. I am fill in the blank. Okay. Sometimes we can pass opportunities up because we feel like the shoes are too big to fill. Or you don't feel like, oh, this gift may be too big. You can avoid people, avoid jobs, things that feel like they're too good. You can restrain or limit yourself from it. Also, you may feel like you need to brag, or there's this feeling like I need to prove that I am blank. Even if it's subtle, all the way to the extreme. Black Moon and Aries can defend themselves and rejects anything that doesn't fall in line with their ideas and beliefs. They're a leader. Okay? It's all about they're the one. They don't want to be under anyone else's control. So your ideas don't work. I must do it myself. Let's see. All are one. Healing occurs when you step up and take the lead and realize that we're all children of the universe, okay? And that what helps one helps us all. So stand up. If you see somebody who needs help, Get your ass moving. Don't just stand there and whip out your phone and Facebook Live. That's bullshit. Get off your fucking ass and do something about it. Okay, because the thing is, eventually you will regret that you did not act. What is it? Oh, okay, yeah, it's taking a look where you've settled for less than you wish. Like, you know, you look at your clothes and you're like, God, my clothes are terrible. I need to start dressing better. I bought stuff because they were cheaper, but now I need things more of quality. Okay, so there's questions of value, there's questions of effort. Should I put in any more effort? Does this deserve the effort? Is that the best effort that you can give? Or you can be giving it your all. Now I'm going to repeat this again. For your guys' information, my Black Moon Lilith info comes from The Astrology of the Black Moon, A Guide to Healing the Shadow Side by Laura Walker. I love her book. I've mentioned her time and time again. But, okay, so people with the Black Moon in Aries: Johnny Cash, Kurt Cobain, Albert Einstein, Elizabeth I, Mahatma Gandhi, Michael Jackson, Vladimir Lenin, John Lennon, Mary Queen of Scots, and Joseph Stalin. Just to show you that, you know, these people are leaders and they integrated their dark side. It's like they took a breath and stepped into their destiny. So that's basically what this feels like. A lot of you guys will be stepping into your destiny, into your mission, into your identity. Okay, so fast forward till today, Monday the 27th. We have numbers of 27 and 14. Okay, so you may be seeing some things on social media where somebody gets served something or somebody gets something they deserved. And I want to say it's kind of like the happy moment at the end of the world news with David Muir, where we get to watch somebody get blessed, or we watch this really incredible, beautiful moment. Okay, the number 16, it equals 7. So that could be fantasy, that could be destruction, that could be heaven, hell, awakenings. It can also be related to the 7th house: partnership, dependence, women and children, including animals. It can also be about creativity, imagination, and I want to say writing. And I'll tell you why. Because Neptune and Pisces, there's a lot of Pisces energy today. As a matter of fact, the moon we started off at midnight with the moon in Pisces at 5 degrees. So there's a lot of changes, a lot of closure. Some people could be shaken out of their illusions, or they're changing their projection. Previously, what they were projecting was an illusion. Now the projection is becoming real, and I don't mean projecting to a partner. Could be projecting onto yourself. Has a lot to do with the Aries and the identity Black Moon in Lilith and Chiron in Aries transit. But yeah, a lot of you guys are changing boundaries when it comes to unconditional love, closure, alcohol, sleeping, altered states. Changing your timeline. Okay, so the moon works with the nodes, very positive transit. Okay, when it trines the north node and sextiles the south node, that's basically a situation that you're reliving. Okay, but you're doing things with self-respect. Okay, you're not going back to the old ways. So we're squarely stepping into the new. You're declaring this is where you stand. 27, I said earlier, there's a balance happening in relationships or in diplomacy. Okay, could be with somebody you depend on, it could be with children, could be with a partner. Some kind of justice being served. It equals 9, which is endings, a purge, unconditional love, compassion and forgiveness. 14 is a declaration of. It's also social media. It stands for temperance, divine timing. So this is supposed to happen. You're right on track. Okay, and then the 16, 16, 16, that is expressing a serving, serving someone up, serving something up. That also equals 7. Okay, so it's some kind of partnership. So you could be serving up destruction or serving up the stuff of dreams. 2, 5. So it could be gifts and surprises. I love you so much. So it kind of says like you're treating someone or treating someone to or being treated. So the thing is, because you're squarely living in the new positive timeline of respecting yourself, you're going to experience something that's rewarding. So yeah, that's, wow. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 3 helpings of blessings, literally. Okay, Venus conjuncts Neptune and Pisces. A lot of beautiful energy. Okay, sensitive, kindness, compassion, creative, imaginative, artistic, really amusing, being amused. Okay, inspiring, creating to inspire, inspiring to create. Okay, also you could be prone to nervous tension or disillusionment in love affairs. Some of you guys who are fighting and having issues, it could be pretty explosive and you could be feeling like crap. You could be overindulging, drinking your fears away. Okay, Moon conjuncting Neptune also. A beautiful, sympathetic, warm-hearted transit. All very, very private. Pretty much like being home, wanting to stay home. Some of you guys could have gotten to sleep a lot. Some of you guys could have gotten to party. Some of you guys were loving up. I'm hearing beyond borders. I know the Pisces, I usually say without boundaries, beyond borders. Okay, so some of you guys could have been like, I want to say lazy, like you're lounging, kind of sleepy, but lying around, private. There we go, private. Feel like being private, feel like being at home. Some of you guys could be nursing your wounds with alcohol or drugs. Overdoing it, overindulging, okay, because of what's happening. Okay, going into tomorrow. Let me see. Moon conjuncting Venus and Pisces, Mars squaring Neptune. Okay, so this looks like a dark night of the soul, that somebody's hitting the drinking hard. They're disillusioned, not happy because of what's going on. They may be totally oversensitive. And they could be spinning their wheels, wasting energy on hopeless causes. Like it could be a person like Mars and Sagittarius, wanderlust, squaring, not liking, Neptune and Pisces, being adventure against. So some of you guys could be like, no drinking, and others are escaping into the drink. Mars squaring Neptune. Doing things that really don't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't look very pretty. If somebody's getting shit-faced, if they're using alcohol to escape, they could literally turn their anger on you, or they could just be like, I want to say incoherent. 7, 7, 8, 8, 10, 15. Yeah, it's like they can't deal with the changes. So remember now, we have the Black Moon in Aries conjuncting Chiron. So some of these people may drown themselves because they can't deal with the reality. And then when they come to reality, they may not want to live in reality anymore. Okay, so this could be when somebody turns to alcohol, turns to suicide. Let's see, Wednesday, moon conjuncting the black moon at 0 degrees. Okay, so realizing that you have the dark side, realizing the dark side in yourself. Okay, probably kicking yourself when you're down, or it could be somebody expressing to you, ooh, that could be nasty, you're not good enough. Or it could be you just freaking out, I'm not good enough, I want out of here. I want a new life, I want a new me, I don't want to be me anymore. And then the thing is, somebody's not happy. There could be some drama, trauma, or loss in regards to a female, feminine, who's a mother, or her children, or the mother and the children are having some kind of traumatic, there's some kind of traumatic situation. Okay, somebody's not happy, and it looks like a confrontation in order for you to confront yourself. Okay, somebody's falling short. They're either neglecting, dismissing, not minimizing, or ignoring something. They're not taking care of something, and it's being thrown in their face, or it's coming, it's what they're not taking care of has come up again in their face for them to take care of it. Okay, if you've been working on healing, you should be fine after this transit passes. Okay, but if you haven't, this could be kind of nasty. Okay, it's a battle where you guys both withdraw, and you have to go into yourself and think, okay, wait a minute, did I do this, or how did I miss that, or I don't do that, something to that effect. But a confrontation that brings a confrontation of the self. Okay, and then the moon conjuncts Chiron and Aries at 2 degrees. Okay, so it's like spin your wheels for a little bit, and it can make you tired. It could be draining just because you're doing a lot of thinking and realizing. Okay, numbers for that day, 29, 7, 0, and 2. 29, 16, 0, and 2. So 29 is a portal, 16 is a serving of a clear goal and harmony, or harmony with a new kind of energy. Okay, so I kind of want to stop there because I don't see any, oh wait, yeah, I'm going to stop there. So anyways, back to Monday's energy. I know you guys don't really need a recap, but I'm going to leave my notebook here. Okay, where are we? 37 minutes. Yep, I always talk too damn much. So let's see. Let's see, what is the story today, universe? Story of the day. Cards of the day. Monday, January 27th. Monday, January 27th. Nice. I love that. Blessings. I was going to say, do we have 5s today? Yes, we do. We have 2 5s. Okay, so this should be very beneficial. Nice. We like gifts and blessings. So 5, you know, I talked about that before, where that's gifts, surprises, it's change, standards, and boundaries. We have the gift card here, which is in the traditional deck. The number 17 is the Aquarius card. It is Aquarius season. So, you know, it's all stars, star seeds, presents, sparkle, and shine. The glitter. Here's that glitter. That's why I was getting that iridescence, because all these, you know, Neptune and Pisces and Jupiter and all these... oh, where did I get Jupiter from? Oh, the moon sextiling Jupiter. Okay. The Venus conjunction with Neptune is always fun, fun, fun. Okay. Well, not always fun, fun, fun. It just depends where you are in your timeline and how far you've come in your ascension process. Okay, so first card, Lovers. It's a number 15. That's Gemini energy. So a lot of you guys could have been running a lot of errands over the weekend. A lot of you guys could be like, you know, what's in the picture? Making up, making out, making love. The Lovers is attached at the hip. It's also number 15. Now, I did tell you guys that, what do we have? Mercury, sextile Saturn. So that's putting your money where your mouth is. And then the Venus squaring Mars at 15 degrees. Okay, so for some of you guys, this divided you. For some of you guys, the division ended up bringing you together. And for others, I'm hearing the word superfluous. I don't know what that means. The superfluous influence was just blessings, blessings, blessings. A lot of love, a lot of compassion, a lot of kindness, and a lot of privacy. Birds of a feather flock together. So there's been a change in, I want to say your relations, but it could be how you relate. The Lovers can be about victim mentality. So you doing this to me. So there's a change in the projection. Either now there's a different image where one person possibly project and wanted to fight. Now you guys have changed the standards in what pushes you to the point where you argue, right? That right there says a little bit more self-mastery and self-control on a day-to-day basis. Okay, your habit, your schedule, your pattern, your formation. So you guys have been forming new boundaries for a while, and I think that's because you guys are either soulmates or twin flames. Okay, so this weekend there was an expression of where the boundaries lie. We're together. I'm with you. I'm with you, babe. And then we have Courthouse. Courthouse is number 23. Okay. Sometimes I see the building in the background, so it can be any building, like any big building, like a library, or usually, you know, it can be the courthouse, can be the state capitol, it can be town hall. Weird that I wanted to put this on here. Okay. I was trying to get a clarification for Lovers, please. Actually, all right, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Clarify the Lovers more. Okay. I do like that card. I saw it. I really crunched it. Somebody was really clinging to some kind of, oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to stay quiet for a second. Courthouse. Let me get back to this card. Any building. And in there, there's somebody, you could be going to court, you could be filling out an application, you could be submitting some information or picking up paperwork, you could be signing, designing, re-signing, or filing to stop something or to expire something, to end something.
Hey.
Okay, so I need to.
Let you know here. Where would you go for shave ice?
Shave ice?
Nobody has shave ice.
Yeah, constantly talking today. People talking about projections and images. You know, I'm hearing body conscience. That is all that Black Moon and Aries energy. Ooh. Moon. Funny that it's touching my astrology, so I'm going to leave this here for now. We'll start with that and see what happens, because I'm already at 44 minutes. I know I talk so much. Okay, so the Lovers, Gemini, formation. Some of you guys are getting some forms for divorce. Some of you guys, okay, I just heard leaving on a jet plane. Some of you guys have made the right choice and you quit some kind of habit that you were doing every day, or you changed it up, like Or maybe you just haven't been having any fun. Things have been so serious. This Capricorn energy could have been hitting you hard. Okay, so you could have literally been like cuddling at home, feel like you've been through the ringer. You could have just did something on the spot. They're making my eyes look at the sign of Virgo over here with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she's very independent. She will cut you because she don't play. Okay, so don't... Okay, I'm hearing I pity the fool. Okay, so for some of you guys, if there's relationship issues, you may have wanted to separate, fly the coop, be free. Now, relationship issues does not necessarily mean in a relationship. It can be a friendship, okay? You know, I don't use the word love lightly, but when I talk about love, I love everybody. And that doesn't mean I want to jump on everybody and go to bed with all of them. What that means is I love that you're human and I respect the life in you. You know, I don't have to personally like you. I love you. Right? Okay, so some of you guys may have realized that you had to separate yourself from something. It may be a bad habit too. Some of you guys could have been separated from your children. You could be reunited. Some of you guys were separated, or could have been distant or cold. There could have been some manipulation going on. Rather than being... some of you guys could have realized that you need each other. Yeah, so there could have been like arguments where somebody was like a complete bitch. Could have been the male, could have been the female. It doesn't matter. This is about energy. Okay, so within the relationship, they were wearing a mask. So over the weekend, the mask could have been taken off, either through a confrontation, or they realized they had to take off their own mask, and that they couldn't let the illusion of something grow any longer. Okay, courthouse, design, redesign. Four of Swords is about being secluded, silencing the fears. There's a lot of private energy here, guys. Close. I want to say close quarters. I'm hearing close quarters. Close quarters. Four of Swords is silencing the fears. It's also my escape card. Want to get away? So some of you guys could be figuring out that you need to have a date night. Some of you guys may have felt like staying home and just, I want to say, lounging or indulging with your partner. You may be thinking of new ideas of what to do. How can we explore this relationship further? Okay, they made me look at the Four. They made me look at the Swords. So the Four to me would be bonds. What do we have? Cancer energy, yeah. Establishing a bond. The Swords of the mind. So a lot of you guys could be figuring out how to speak to each other. Some of you guys have realized that you've been keeping quiet and possibly letting things fester when you need to be brave and confident and say what's on your mind. Don't worry about the consequences. If you're coming from your integrity, if you're coming from a place of compassion, and I do see you are, thank you, Mercury and Aquarius Sun. This is victory. So this speaks of a new, I keep hearing new design and new concept. Okay, a new concept about how to explore in the relationship. So this is a secure bond and taking it a step further. For some of you guys, you know where you belong. You know what you can call yourself. For some of you guys, you're calling yourselves a homeowner. For some of you guys, you're calling yourselves the missus, the old lady, the old man. There's an establishment of some kind. For some of you guys, it's paperwork. It could be establishing paternity. It could be establishing some kind of declaration. Six of Wands, the victory walk. 11, 11, 11, a portal for a plan. So this is like an action plan. We're doing this and moving forward. We're doing this from this day forward. It's kind of what it feels like, okay? Making these changes. Speaking up when we need to. These are both Jupiter. Oh, look at that. Jupiter. A lot of Jupiter energy, okay? Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. And I'm seeing a lot of fours too, because Jupiter already looks like a four. So here's, you know, Jupiter 4. There's a 4 of swords with Jupiter and Jupiter again, okay? Jupiter in Pisces. Happiness and fulfillment, a wish. So like I said, for some of you guys, you wanted to get the hell away from somebody who is delusional and just, you know, full of themselves. I want to say loser. Somebody who really didn't deserve your love. Okay, and then for others, it is an old wish being fulfilled. Okay, finally being interdependent in a relationship. You do this, I'll do this, we do this together. So this is a new road you're traveling. It's like you're starting to establish the patterns and the habits in the daily schedule. Especially when it comes to the meeting of the minds. Jupiter and Libra. Expanding diplomacy. Expanding the children. So some of you guys could, I just heard filing for adoption. Okay, so you could have gotten like a new pet. Maybe a new cat or something. A new owner. Like ownership papers. A certification. Affidavit. And then the Jupiter in Leo. Okay, that's the victory walk. That's the parade. Boasting, showing off. It's victory. Or something you've done in the past. Your past designs. Okay, so some of you guys could have been like, I don't know what this is for, where this is all going. And now you're starting to see some forward movement. You're starting to recognize a forward movement and starting to recognize that this was an old wish that's created this. Okay, so maybe you spoke to the universe. Maybe you didn't say it, but you thought it with the swords when you were meditating. Some of you guys are figuring out how to meditate, how to get some peace of mind, some quiet, and sticking with it. Like, you know, where before your partner might, or a person, a place, a thing, a situation might have demanded all your time. And now you've mastered yourself. You've figured out how to change, how to process things. So this is processing. And then we have gift with strength. Okay. You made it. You freaking made it. Okay. You finally got some loving up. You totally deserved it. And it's the number 17, the wish card, right? Gifts, surprises. From a partner, from a friend, from a lover, something you dreamed of. You could have got a great gift. Oh, shoot. Check it out. I got a bunch of blessings this weekend too, so I kind of want to throw that in. I just got karma cards. Okay, karma cards by Monty Farber. Now, what caught me is it was in a display, and it was the only one, and I saw the word karma. I didn't even see cards, but somehow, like, my side view caught Monty Farber, and I actually walked past it, stopped dead in my tracks, and turned around. Because this deck here, this deck is by Monty Farber too, and it was my first deck. I do not remember who gave me this, but it was a box set. I didn't really like it, but these are the cards I learned on, so I'm really excited to get to the karma cards. maybe in the next couple of days. After taking a glance at the introduction in the book, it says that within a month you should be able to give readings. And, well, you guys know me. It's going to be more like 3 or 4 days. I will go off half-cocked because I got great intuition. I can really roll with my intuition with that. So I'm going to work. I haven't, like, looked at them all. I haven't looked at all the entire book. I literally only read 12 out of the 97 pages. So I will definitely let you guys know when I get around to the karma cards. Okay. So gift number 8, strength number 8. This is an enforcement of the legacy of your partnership. Okay. It is roses from here. There is definite growth. There's happiness. Whatever this is, somebody got it for you because you lit up. You lit up like the sun when you saw it or when you received it. Okay, now it doesn't have to be a physical gift. Blessings can be, it can be a piece of paper. It can be information. It can be being able to spend time with somebody. You know, Leo, that's children, right? Healthy and young. It's also partying. So the gift could be some kind of break. Some kind of break. Or breakthrough. For some guys, break up. I don't see that here though, although I do want to mention that there can be a breakup, there can be a divorce. Somebody's going home. They're going home to start again, to learn all about themselves without their partner, and they're pretty confident in it. This is what I'm going to do. This is where I stand. Okay, and then also too, on that note, if you're doing the right thing, you're going to, I want to say you're going to receive a present, or your strength will be a gift, or you will receive blessings and strength from your friends. Okay, because 17, that relates to the Aquarius, right? Your social circles. Okay, so if you're going home or if you're going back home feeling from a relationship that is no more, that is not meant to be, you're going to be just fine. I want to say there's going to be a lot of growth. You're taking care of yourself. You're happy. There's no better gift than freedom and happiness, guys. Okay, so this last card, the moon, they've dropped it right here on the, they made it touch my horoscope. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, the moon is in Pisces today. The moon is ruled by Pisces. So what is your mood today? Unconditional love. Okay, so this is kindness. Kindness, subconscious feelings, things having to come up. It's also about the mysterious, your emotions. The moon is your comfort zone too. So the moon is in Pisces is you are comfortable being in love with love. You are comfortable being part of the human race. You are comfortable being kind. And now that you have your strength back, you're probably a lot happier. So that makes things, sensitive. You might be going home to cry. You might be crying because you're so damn happy. Yeah, you're crying about the ending because they're making me look at the little scorpion. You see the scorpion over there? They're making me look at the scorpion. So it's basically a purge. It's not necessary that you're sad that you've lost this person. Okay, but it's more or less so crying because finally you're released. So here is the release from the heart, releasing the emotions that you've not been able to express in one good long purge. The moon is number 18, so it's about healing. Okay, so here's 3 8s. Well, actually, here's 8, 8, and 9. Okay, so release the tears. The best thing you could have done is gotten rid of the confusion in your life. Now things can be clear. You see, the sun and the moon, have confidence in yourself. You will feel better. All it takes is a little bit of time. Divine timing, temperance. Be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself time to grieve. Okay, it's okay. It is okay. Everything will be all right. With the temperance card, it's also about square. Squaring off. Wait, hold on. Temperance is the angel coming in and taking away to change the balance of things. Squaring. So this talks of settlement and squaring up. Settling debts. Settling for. You used to settle, now you're not settling anymore. You're also letting your emotions guide you. What makes you happy? It all happened for a reason. There was a purpose. Oh, give me my pen. So you could be on Facebook or Twitter or whatever declaring that, okay, we're done, we're over, I'm home, how are you guys doing? Status, declaring your status. So you could be changing your Facebook profile, single, or new business owner. I can't think of the words right now. Oh look, princess, the high priestess, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so 7 of Swords, this was betrayal, it's lies, it's also betrayal and lying by omission, not saying anything. You may have been betrayed by your ex-partner, or maybe you realized that you were betraying yourself. There's got to be a purpose in this. Seven of Swords. Not letting a failure take you down, but getting up and trying again. If you fail to succeed, try and try again. The High Priestess, following your intuition. The nose knows, I'm hearing. The nose knows. I will never be impulsive again and jump into a relationship. I deserve so much better. I know I am worth so much more. The High Priestess, the unknown, intuiting, questions. I know I didn't deserve that. So there's questions as to, what do I deserve? Well, for one, you deserve to be happy. If you weren't happy in that relationship, then it failed you. You didn't fail it. Okay, you may have failed yourself. So it's a good thing that it's over and done with, and you're now working on taking care of and growing yourself, furthering yourself. Of course, some of you guys, you may have been betrayed or lied to or stabbed in the back. You could have found out that you had a frenemy, somebody or something that was working against you. But it could be that you're releasing that. You're not going to let it get to you. You're going to let divine intervention take care of it. You're not going to throw ego at somebody. You're going to turn the other cheek, which is all this, turning the other cheek and leaving it up to the universe. For some of you guys, there may be some, some question as to who betrayed you. The Watchers. There could have been somebody that was stalking you or somebody that was hounding you, just ready to get you. Just a second. As the room fills, waiting to hear, justice has been served. Somebody, they're waiting for, I want to say they're waiting for an outcome, but it's basically they're waiting for a court decision. There's some kind of decision that you're waiting on. It feels like you're waiting on somebody else. You can't move forward without somebody else. I want to say, and then they come through. Reinventing the wheel. What the wheel's supposed to look like. I'm getting all kinds of messages with this, guys. Let's clarify temperance. Because temperance speaks of justice. Queen of Cups. Kind, nurturing. For some of you guys, you might have wanted to travel the world, like your partner held you back. Maybe they made it so that you were always in the typical American housewife, old boys club, you know, barefoot and pregnant, you clean everything, you cook everything, you do everything. Okay, so you may be opposed to the idea of what the American housewife or a partner looks like. So that's like the stereotyping of duties. Female duties, male duties, wife duties, husband duties, father duties, mother duties, that kind of deal. Somebody's already decided that they don't want to settle down, or that they don't want to settle. Queen of Cups is clarifying this. Hangman is about changing your perspective, looking at the higher perspective after you were stuck for a reason. It's reversed. You're not stuck. You're not going to change my mind. Somebody who refuses to swing either way, but wants to do the kind thing, but they're very clear. They're very, very clear. They're not stuck in any kind of way. They have no delusions, no illusions. So this kind of feels like a female judge presiding, a female presiding, precision, female precision. High Priestess. Three of Swords. Trauma, drama, loss. Spankings. Saturn and Libra, that's restricted. I'm hearing restricted access. Visiting. This looks like a discussion or request. This is good news. good news. So this is almost like the end of some kind of court deliberations where somebody hands the judgment. This looks like the final judgment. This is also discussion. I need this. I need this. So this could be somebody saying, I need this, or good news, I've got this, or I'm going to go get it. Princess of This is always my visitor, a going to. Sure. My eyes are messed up because this yucky thing on my eye. 10 of Wands. Ooh, lifting a restriction. We don't know the details. So this feels like a finished investigation. This could be stalking. Not surrendering, even though they're being stressed. So this feels kind of secretive, like I'm not moving and not really saying much more. I want to say guilty. This feels like a release though, going to be released. Major victory. What do I want to do? Yeah, so for some of you guys, there is a major release. So this could be release from jail or a decree to release somebody. They could be declared innocent, or they could be found innocent of their charges. Okay, just a second. Look at my card. It's all bendy. Oh my goodness. I need a new deck. Okay, anyways. No details. So this is almost like, I want to say like Tulsi not voting again. She tried to stay out of it. She tried to stay neutral. So this kind of feels like neutrality. I'm hearing it's not gender specific. I don't know. I don't know. It's just what they're telling me. It's not gender specific. So this could be a ruling on some kind of law. Somebody's law. Could be discrimination. I want to say transgendered. The Emperor is reversed, so it's not successful. Opposing secrets. Secrets, something being released, even though there's opposition. Or somebody could be saying it's lies. The arguing facts not in evidence, or that's not been established, or this person has not been established as a witness. Sorry about that, guys. Quick run to the bathroom. Yeah, somebody's being released from prison. Okay, then we have the Hierophant and the Two of Hearts over here. Two of Hearts is reversed. Okay, so Hierophant is the number 5, represented by Taurus. Uranus is in Taurus, so this could be changes in legislature. Two of Hearts, Venus in Cancer. Emotionally sensitive. This could be new marriage laws when it comes to homosexuality or transgendered people. The Hierophant is Taurus. So this could be, these are two different things. I see this one, a restriction being lifted, and then over here, a new rule being established. What is... separation. Two of Hearts reversed is a separation of two people. Hierophant is about traditions. It's about paradigms. It's about a belief that's used to control a group of people. It can be a teacher, a student. It can be government. It can be some kind of hierarchy or structure. Abstinence, abstained, sustained. Some of you guys, this is a divorce being granted. For some of you guys, you are a new divorcee, a new split. Changes. Yeah, so some of you guys are changing your status back to single. Some of you guys are making it a habit to not get involved. Like some of you guys, you could see people having domestic violence and fighting on the streets and all that. Some of you guys just can't help yourself. Especially with Mercury in Aquarius, literally you can open your mouth and something shocking will pop out. So a lot of you guys are realizing that you need to make it a habit to mind your own business and stay in your lane, not to get involved in other people's relationships. But you could start a new tradition of not being married, but some of you guys might be shaping how your relationship looks like. You don't want the traditional. Okay, traditional is bullshit. That's just what the government and, society has told us to do. Now it's all about taking care of the self and making sure that your own cup is filled first. And a lot of you guys might be saying, I'll never get married again. That ruined it for me. Or I never want to get married again. Not saying that you don't want to be in a relationship. You just don't want to be tied in the way that traditional relationships look like, married, 2.5 kids, white picket fence kind of deal, the dog, going to college, becoming a doctor, that kind of bullshit. It doesn't suit you. You're, I'm sorry, I want to say you're not ma'a with it. You're not getting jiggy with that. In fact, any old ideas, the old boys club or old traditions needs to go. So this is breaking with tradition. Doing things in an unusual way, doing something different. We haven't done this before, so it's writing an instruction manual of how to operate on a day-to-day basis with something. And the government. Patience. Oh, here's another patience card. Archangel Jophiel. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Okay, so you finally get to see some concrete results. There's a release. There's a purge. There's a push out. There's an ending. So a lot of you guys are finally getting the ending that you need. A lot of you are getting the ending that you wish for. Oh, look at this. Yet here's another 8, guys. Wow. 8 really talks about your ability to cope. Okay, how do you deal with sharing resources, right? Okay, well, at this point, you don't have to. And then it kind of reverses where you've been drained and drained and drained. Now that you've relinquished the succubus or the vampire, now you're kind of bouncing back and you're happier. People are noticing that. Your energy is attracting more and people are coming to you to help you. Okay, can you help a sister out? Can you help a brother out in time of need? Le alea. Fun and amusement. It's number 8. Yay. My intention is to allow myself to play, to be playful, and to let loose in pure joy. Beautiful. To play is to allow yourself to do something for the pure joy of it. Excuse me. Excuse me. To be playful means there's absolutely no room for seriousness, okay? Everybody needs times in their life where they lay down their burdens and let loose into pure enjoyment. Lay down the burden. Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. Some of you guys might be wanting to go to the ocean just to get some sun, surf, and wind. I live in Hawaii, so that's my first thought. Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the docks. Me, I want to go sailing and fishing. The joy that play provides will infuse everything else you do with a great boost of energy. Okay, so you're now feeling better because you got to have some fun. Okay, the pressure's off some, and there was a resolving of some kind of particular or main issue. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.